afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In our earlier edition, I have mentioned about what music is and how music is arranged. Now, today I want to introduce the full picture of the keyboard, music keyboard, how it is arranged into black and white keys. Now, if we look at the keyboard picture here, we will realize that it is arranged into black keys, 2 black keys, 3 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 black keys. It goes on and on until infinity, it doesn't end. So the keyboard instrument is arranged from left to right. Now, the further you go to the right, the higher the pitch. Now, music has both the pitch and it also has the rhythm. So the pitch explains how high or how low the sound is. And then the rhythm is how quick or how small, how interrupted those sound patterns are arranged. That is the rhythm in music. Now, as we look at the picture of the keyboard, like I said, we have black keys which are arranged in 2s and 3s. Now, the first 2 keys which are black, they mark when we find our first sound in music, which we call the C sound. Now, on the left of the 2 black, we find the C. And then in the middle of the 2 black, we find the D. And towards the right of the 2 black, we find the E, followed by F, followed by G, followed by A, followed by B, and then back to C again. Now, the C, which is to the right of another C, is called an octave sound. It's C octave higher than the first C. So it's called an octave because there are actually 8 notes from that C to another C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the word octave means it is the 8th note above the initial note. So our music will actually repeat again from the last C that we played, which is here. It will say D again, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then that is another octave, which is 2 octaves higher than the first C that we started in. Now, the keyboard as it is arranged, there is what we call the middle C sound. Now, middle C is usually determined by looking at the center or closest, the C which is closest to the center of the keyboard. Now, in this case, my center would be here, and the C which is closest to the center of the keyboard will be this one, and it is called middle C. Now, middle C marks when the soprano voices begin compared to the basses, the altos, and basso profundos, and other deeper voices which are below. Now, usually, under normal circumstances, our middle C will be located near the center or closest to the center of the keyboard. Now, because we have 2 hands, the right hand and the left hand, the right hand usually must play all the keys from middle C and as furthest as possible to the end of the keyboard. And then the left hand will usually play from middle C, and down to the left of the keyboard. Of course, when it comes to skillful playing, it is possible to switch the hand so that the right hand plays towards the left and the left hand plays towards the right, or vice versa. You can change them as much as it pleases you. Now, let's look at the key of C major. Now, why C major? C major is the mother scale. That's where all our keys and scales are built from. It is the mother scale, so it is proper. It is wise to always begin from the mother before you can derive from what comes out of the mother. Now let's look at C major as a scale. Now that was the key of C major. Now if we count from the first note of C major, now that we call a scale. Why a scale? Because it is being played from the lowest sound to the highest sound, just like you are climbing a ladder. Now that scale have been derived starting from the note middle C. Now, if you know all the notes or the keys that are made in the scale of C, thank you very much. That's how far our episode goes today. Please, if you like it, subscribe to our program so that we keep growing. Thank you and God bless you.